It's really, really strange. What's that little eye? Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Cavi Central Guinea Pig Rescue. Little guy, it's just... There's like little lumps on each eye. So this one came up first,
Yes.
left side.
Yes.
Let's just see up close here. If you notice anything. Yeah, it is very growth-like. It's very strange for it to be happening on both sides. It's almost like... No, hold on. Let me see his head. Let's just check what is... Ah, it's got a lash sitting just there. It's got an eyelash there. I'll just wipe that away. That's just saying that I've got in the water. It's just got a lash. There's the lash. It's just come out. But that's not the cause of this. Oh boy. You see that little eye? Yeah, look at the... He's got some
gunk
Some
started to
gunk
come.
has started to come up from there. Let's see, it's just getting that taken off. It's certainly, this is not a normal, common issue at all. So it started here as well. Has he had any changes of substrate or anything like that that might be different?
Nothing at all has changed. The only thing that's changed is midnight arriving.
Right.
That's the only thing.
Okay.
Food's the same, living's the same, everything's the same.
Oh no, really what's happening in your eyes? Hold on. Look at that there. It's like little polypy growths. It's all like... That's very strange. All of the tissue here is very bulbous. That's the lacrimal tissue, and it's normally smooth, and now it's not. I'm just wondering if there's an inflammatory response that's going on that's causing this.
Okay.
Or if it is something more sinister. I'm actually tending to think it's an inflammatory response.
Okay.
Something like an allergy, or...
Could he be deficient in something?
No, not to affect eyes like this,
Okay.
no. I think it's more likely to be an allergy response to something. In part because it's in both eyes. Like when we talk about growths, they don't, when people or animals get a growth in an eye, it doesn't happen in both at the same time.
Yes.
And the symmetry isn't there, but it is with this, which is common with an allergy. So I tend to think it's allergy or infection based, but there's no discharge at all from the eye. That sort of rules out infection. The reddening, and it's like it's just so swollen. You might need like an antihistamine or something. Probably be inclined to try that.
Okay.
Yeah, before going down, because when you go down other paths, can see it's really, really into little balls, like it's really inflamed.
So are those immune glands in there that are?
You've got the tear duct, which is down in the corner, down in this area, and normally the lacrimal tissue is really smooth. Even when it's injured, it typically is smooth and becomes swollen and enlarged. This is actually very, it's almost like little bulbous, like hives, like hive swelling, or like something in tune with that. It's really lumpy. So what would have been in your eyes, little guy? Hasn't had any unusual glasses or anything?
No, same food.
Yeah, okay. Really strange. Okay, and he's had saline on him now for 2 nights?
No, just last night.
Just last night, okay. And not seeing any real change with that?
Well, no.
No, yeah, okay. It's really, really strange. What's that little eye? What I would actually recommend, I think we can see it on there, hopefully I've got you lined up okay, little guy. It's very, very strange just to see that tissue. It's really, really unusual, very unusual. So yeah, he's really squinting those little eyes. I think what we're dealing with is an allergy to something. I don't think we're dealing with anything more sinister, I think, and it's not fatty eye, most definitely.
Because it's too pink, hey? And
it's too bulbous, where it presents completely differently. So fatty eye is completely different to this. So no, I don't believe it's that. Fatty eye occurs around 2 years of age, so he's also considerably older than that.
Okay.
So no, there's a number of reasons. You can see him, no?
Yeah,
there.
that's better.
That's better. Okay. Yeah, so there's a number of reasons I don't think it's that. So not fatty eye. It's the round-shaped, hive-like behaviour of that tissue.
Okay.
I think he's had an allergic reaction to something, and he's pigged out on nasturtiums. So let's move him away from that. We're going to give him some antihistamine. We're going to monitor him for 24 hours. Okay. He's had saline in his eyes, which means that we've sort of removed any irritant from there, and I'll reflush it now.
Doing that over the next little
you could do it again tonight. Okay. I think the bigger thing's going to be getting onto the antihistamine. Yeah.
Okay. So how do I get that in him?
I'm going to give it to him now.
Okay,
I'm going to actually give it to him, and I'll show you how.
Okay, fantastic.
And then go and get some more. I'm just going to put some more on that. I know those eyes are sore. They're not normal eyes, are they? He knows there's a problem. I'll just make sure the bit goes in. I know.
Yeah, he wasn't
it's like, no.
Yesterday either.
Yeah, no. And hives again do lead to eyes being really sore, irritated. They grow faster when they're older.
Oh, do
they do. They're really good at growing nails. So
yeah, you get really good at cutting them, don't you?
You do, yeah. So just it's possible he could have stepped in something, and he's rubbed his eyes and his face that way. But so just having a good look at these paws to make sure they're okay, and there's no irritant on them. They look fine. There's no red or anything like that on them.
I did check them.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like when I saw his eye just like went over him and checked him for generally anything else and ticks and different bits and pieces, and I didn't see anything.
Something on the back of his paw there. Can you see that? We'll just take
discoloration.
it off.
What is that?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of, who knows? But we'll just wipe it off in case he's sort of wiping it on his face.
just want to make sure and rule out, you know, nothing is licking my hands. I think he's feeling better.
He loves you.
I know, he's licking me saying, this is great, it's feeling better already. I'm getting kisses. Oh, little kisses. Yeah, it's hard to know.
Affectionate boy.
He's gorgeous. He's so sweet. So he's had some. Let me do this one. Come on, just want to check what's on his paw. Make sure nothing's on there. Let's wipe it down. We could give him a bath, but I don't think it's necessary because he looks clean. We'll leave that for a spa bath. He's got enough going on with his eyes at the moment. But yeah, maybe he stepped in something and rubbed it onto his face. It's hard to know, but I'm really hoping that antihistamine starts working and settling down. Very strange. I'll give him back to you. And now what's up with Midnight?
Oh, yes.
Midnight.
That's the problem. It's on his.
Yeah.
It's on his back.
Okay, I'll find it. Let's have a look. It's got a little lump on there. Is that actually lined up?
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I can see it's right there. Yeah. Okay. It's a little sebaceous cyst just in there. So that's completely harmless. And you know, very, very treatable. It's getting very tight, so what will happen is he'll probably start turning around to nibble at it at some point.
It's irritating.
Yeah, it'll just, and there's still a bit of softness in there, so we'll just leave it for now.
Okay.
But it's very, very tiny. That is harmless.
Okay.
So we don't need to worry about that right now. If he does nick that or open it, or you notice it's suddenly gone, then he needs to come down. We'll flush it. Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing there with that. He's got his little lumps under his arms. They often get that when they've had a cold or something happen to them.
Could that be a?
Could be the weather change.
Could that be a his reaction to what he's eating?
I'm just checking his eyes because they were both together, weren't they?
Yeah, they're always together.
Yeah.
I did notice when we arrived, the other one is it's got a bit of scum.
Yeah, actually, there's a little bit of
Can you see
lumpiness
something?
just starting on this lower lid. See how it's sort of bubbly like?
Yeah. Yes,
Just
yes, I can
there. It's very, very slight.
Okay.
So, viruses and colds don't do this. Yeah, he's got more little gungy bits starting
yes.
there. So his his glands are up under his armpit. So we'll just clear a little bit of this away. So his eyes, and we'll flush his eyes as well. Yeah, see there's tissue up here. You can see it's sort of got that bubbly shape, but it's really normal. Like it's normal, whereas it's inflamed on the other little piggy. So I do think it's allergy related. His little eye, it's the smallest amount. I think his immunity is doing fine.
Okay.
So just keep their eyes clear though, using the Q-tips like that, just wiping them clear. Then you can see if there's any residue occurring for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a good stepping stone as to what needs to be done tomorrow. Because if this was to continue and exacerbate, they would go onto an antibiotic, maybe oral as well as actually, like his breathing is completely clear. But in terms of the eye, Opticin would be an easier one. It's an eye antibiotic ointment.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll wait 24 hours and just see the impact of that first. And hopefully we get a good result. What a strange little one. I think he's feeling a bit better. Okay, so this is 10 minutes on the antihistamine and his eyes are now open, not squinting. I think we're on the right path. I think, young man, you've been playing in the flower bed and you're allergic to a flower of some description. His eyes are way open now. They're looking better than
they look relieved.
Yeah, I think so. So he needs to keep on that antihistamine till we get it out of his system. We've flushed his eyes. Let's have a look at that one. Let's see. Yeah, he's looking way, way better. Way better. 24 hours, we'll check in again.
Okay.
There you go. Oh,
He wants to be with you, not me, doesn't he? Whoops.
there we go.